that was a quick morning hunt. Real quick update. I've been hunting my Ohio property recently. I came out here to my dad's Indiana property here. 2 hunts, one morning, opening morning, and then opening afternoon with my son in a blind. So it was a little bit noisy in the blind. We set up far away from where I expected to see the deer, anticipating it would probably be a little noisy. To not disturb things. Didn't see much. Been hunting my Ohio property recently because that opened up on the 25th of September. I've been over there and it was just pouring rain and nasty opening day, but we still saw some deer. Had some friends from out of town come in. A youth hunter took 2 does on opening day, trying to help with the doe population over there. That property's got a doe crisis. I mean, it is filled with does like crazy. So I said, hey, if you can come down, bring a youth hunter. Tags are cheap. You know, if you've got somebody that wants to fill a couple doe tags and they'd have fun doing that, I need some doe shot. But out of state, you know, licenses for anybody else are like, it's going to run you $250, $270 for a license and 1 doe tag, you know. So it's kind of hard to have out of state people when everybody that I know that would want to hunt there is from Indiana, which would be out of state to hunt Ohio, or from Pennsylvania, which is out of state to hunt Ohio. So, you know, it's a fortune unless you're a youth hunter. So he had one of his kids come out, and kid's a laser, but he brought out a Raven crossbow and they got him a couple does, so that helped. Came out here this morning to my dad's property because my brother shot a deer here last night. He shot a doe, and so I told him, I said, well, I'm gonna go set up in the same stand this morning and just see what happens, because I'm already gonna have to go with him to take his deer in, because he doesn't have a truck and my dad's at work and that's the only truck he has access to. So I said, I'll go hunt in the morning, see if I get one. If I do, cool, we'll just take them in together. If I don't, I have to go over there because I have to work in the morning anyways and upload a video and do some computer work, and they have better Wi-Fi over here. And so I came over here this morning just kind of anticipating to get my work done and then meet up with him afterwards. And then I thought, it actually feels pretty good out here. It was like 47 degrees when I got in the stand. It was pretty chilly. And not much longer, here comes a doe walking out of the field. She comes right in, 40 yards, released the arrow, hit her just a little bit high. She ducked a little and that arrow stuck her, and it came down in. Obviously at 40 yards, the arrow's got a little bit of an arc to it, and it came down in and clipped something in the spine, but she died instantly. I mean, she just dropped over and hasn't moved. So not a bad way to start the morning off. We got a lot of work to do today, so that's going to be kind of fun to have a deer down and be able to proceed with the day. I was going to show you guys a couple things though about my stand setup, because I get people asking about stand setup sometimes in the comments on here, so I thought I'd show you my stand setup for this location. So I don't know if you can see anything in the GoPro at all, but there's the doe. She's down right there. My brother actually shot one and it went down right there yesterday, so that's actually kind of funny. Came out of the same spot too, right around the corner. But anyway, so in this location, it's kind of a tricky spot to hunt unless you have a west wind, which would blow your scent straight down this tree line, which we usually don't ever have deer in, other than if they happen to cross it real quick, either going down into that food plot or to bed or coming up into the field. But a lot of times they come from like 70, 80 yards down that way, and where they come from that way, where they cross down here. So a west wind keeps that wind blowing from out of the big timber into your face, blowing down this tree line, which just dead ends into an open field. So it works out pretty well. You've got an alfalfa field to the south, big timber, bunch of acorns to the west, water, clover, brassica, and you've got a long strip of ladina clover down there, which is to the north, which is the big timber that my dad owns. And then to the east, which is where our wind is blowing desirably in this location, it follows right down the creek bed that goes dead ends out towards the field. So pretty good setup here. When it comes to stand setup, dominantly the activity is down below here. Last year we shot 4 does out of this stand on opening week, and all of them but one was out in the field. All the rest came from down low, and they walked the creek bottom right there from east to west or west to east, but that's usually how they move through here. Bucks too, that's usually how we always see bucks cruising, is down low. So when I set up this location, I like my stands to be on the back side of the tree. Some guys hate that. They want to be out in front of the tree, everything. They want a nice big 180-degree panoramic view. They want it to look awesome and not have anything in their way or any obstacles. I mean, I'm for that if you're hunting from a distance off a field edge, but for bow hunting, which is what we mostly only do here, this is much better for me because I can stand and use the tree to hide. I can hide behind this tree and hold my bow next to it if I'm getting a shot when a deer's coming around the corner, or if I'm anticipating a deer coming around the corner. I've got the tree, and then I left a ton of branches up just directly in front of the tree, so it gives me an opportunity to draw my bow. There's my 30-yard shot window. Pop there, or pop right there, and it works out very, very well. When it comes to cover, this tree right here, I didn't really have to trim anything. I just kind of left this sapling growing up here, just kind of left it alone as some cover, and then it sits very nice with a lot of young brushy trees with a lot of leafy cover surrounding you. And if the deer are looking up this way from down low, which they hardly ever do because we're about 30 feet in the air from that food plot up to this ridge, and then I'm up 20 some feet, there's a ton of vines and trees, leafy pattern growing behind me, which allows me to be able to move up here and not get silhouetted very easily. And then same thing if there's a deer in the field. I have just a couple windows. There's a window there, there's a window down there, there's a window out there, there's another window down there. Just a few shot windows, otherwise leave a lot of canopy to hide your movement. But if they're looking back up at me, they've got all this leafy pattern, again, all this sapling and all these branches up behind me. It helps hide me, or like these trees to my side. If a deer's coming out right there, I've got all this cover behind me to help hide my movement and pattern so I don't get silhouetted easily. When it comes to hiding my legs, this is what I leave here. Again, it's to try to hide movement so that you blend in better. I've got a tree branch here that I just cut off, and I use it to hang, like, you know, rattling antlers, a backpack, whatever else I need. If I just need to hang something on here, I can do that, and it'll kind of lay alongside the tree right here and also help cover me up a little bit. But the other thing is too, there was another branch below here, and whenever I have an opportunity to do this, I do it. I just hinge cut it halfway through, let it fall down, and I did that about 3 years ago now. And you can see that branch is still totally alive and growing fine. And look at all that cover it produces all the way down to cover my legs. From my hip down, I'm covered, which is perfect because I can stand here, totally draw my bow back, and my legs are completely concealed from the front side. If there's a deer moving along down, I gotta shimmy my legs around. Everything's completely hidden. And now, although I don't have cover in front of my legs facing this way, if a deer's coming along this edge, I do have all those branches and leaves behind me to help break up my pattern so that I don't get silhouetted if my legs have to move a little bit. See what I'm saying? So it works in a few different ways. So that's just a quick tip for anybody that wanted one. If you're a long-term bow hunter and outdoor enthusiast and you are really good with stand setups, maybe you have better tips for me, leave them down in the comment section below, please. I'm always open to learning. Well, here she is. Not the biggest doe in the world. Pretty small, actually. But I'm thankful for it. It's going to provide some protein for my family here. It provided an awesome experience, and I'm also now buck eligible for the deer reduction zone here in Indiana, which makes me eligible for 2 bucks this year because I can shoot one in the deer reduction zone now that I shot a doe, and I can shoot one as my statewide bag limit on my other property in Indiana south of here. Am I a fan of the deer reduction zone rules where you have to shoot a doe to be able to shoot a buck? No, I'd rather it not be that way, but rules are rules, laws are laws. You either abide by them or you try to fight them, and to an extent, I would fight certain laws because I don't think they should be put into place. But something like this, I'm not going to fight it because it's just the state and conservationists that help determine the rules trying to do what they think is best. At least I think that's what they're trying to do. So, you know, pick your battles. This is one that I'm not going to fight. If you have not heard, we are doing a hunt giveaway. You can win a deer hunt with us on my personal properties. I've got a property in Indiana and in Ohio. This is not one of them. This is my dad's farm. But if you guys want to win a hunt with us, it's this simple. You go to lmpoutdoors.com, you buy anything on the store, and you're automatically entered to win. You have a couple options. You can either win a hunt with us that comes with a brand new Killer Instinct crossbow. We pay for your Airbnb, your license, your tag. You can shoot one of whatever deer you want. It's a few days long, 2, 3, 4, just kind of depends, but it's going to be a shorter hunt, but plenty of time to kill something, or at least give you plenty of opportunities at a minimum. And it's going to be a late season hunt, somewhere between, you can choose a date between December 1st and February 7th and come out with us and hunt late season. It is a lot of fun, I'm telling you. My Ohio property, especially late season, it is a ball. I mean, you will see herds of deer in there. It is like a deer yard in late season. So if you want to get in on that, you can win that fully all-inclusive hunt, which is a crossbow, a license, a tag, lodging, money for meals, everything. Or you can win $2,000 cash. That's up to you. Some people, you know, they'd rather just put the money towards a really nice hunting blind or a nice gun or a crossbow or whatever, you know, to hunt their own spots, their own property, their own experiences that they can use forever. But some people would rather just win an experience, try it out, see if they like it, and then have everything played out for you. If you aren't necessarily fully into the hunting thing yet, maybe you just want to try it out. That's what this would be great for. So take advantage of that, lmpoutdoors.com, place an order, and you're automatically entered to win. That giveaway does end in November though, and then it is gone. I think there's less than, I think, 65 people entered to win that right now. So if you want to get in, amazing odds at a minimum. Maybe you don't even really want to win a hunt, but you want $2,000 cash. The odds are amazing right now. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. We're gonna get this thing loaded up and meet up with my brother in a bit. And a view of where I shot this deer from in the woods. Up in there, you can't even, because of the shadows and the way the sun comes up, I'm telling you, you're so hidden in there. I can't even hardly find the stand. I think right there, you can see it, kind of, maybe. It's up in there, promise. But anyways, very, very good setup. Well, I actually forgot to record when I got over there to my parents' property to show you my brother's doe that he shot the night before out of the same stand. It was getting hot. It's about 70 degrees out now, and it's about 12:30. And we had to get those deer dropped off. It turns out the place that we thought was going to take them, even though on their website it says we are taking whole deer the entire season, I guess they have not updated it in the last 4 years, because the last 3 years we've called them and said, hey, it says you take deer, you take deer. They say, nope, not taking them. And then this year it still says the same thing. It says, yep, we're taking deer. And then we call them to verify, which is what I always do now because nobody ever updates their websites. Called to verify, and they're like, yeah, no, we're not taking them. So we had to go another place that was 45 minutes away. So we're kind of in a hurry to try to beat the heat and get these things dropped off so I can get into a freezer. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that little video. It wasn't very much, but thought I'd try to throw in a couple quick tips and a little bit of a hunt, kind of a little bit of video maybe. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed that, let me know down in the comment section below. Leave a thumbs up, and I will catch you guys in the next video.